Batman issue 86 sees Batman take to the rainy night sky of Gotham, remembering the little sketches of the perfect Gotham he would sketch out on the side of paper, a Gotham that doesn't need Batman. He knew Alfred always asked why he doesn't build those buildings instead of getting in the suit, since Bruce Wayne has a design for Gotham City and it's time the world sees it. In the Cauldron, Cheshire kills the doorman at her meeting place for having the audacity for asking for a passcode. She goes to her meeting with Merlin, Gunsmith, Mr. Teeth, and the assassin wants to know where their boss is as their shadowy leader arrives, telling them to listen, since this is Gotham and what happens next will happen fast. Elsewhere at the new Wayne campus in town, Selina reassures the guests of the campus's opening that Bruce is a busy man, hence why he isn't there yet. The mayor is impressed with the growth of the city and Selina knows a sizable donation to the right people gets things done. The mayor is flustered about that comment, but Selina tells him it's a joke as Bruce contacts her, asking if she's having fun. Selina says that she hates these rich people parties, threatening to rob everyone, but Bruce says that the Wayne Rebuild Committee is already doing just that. Selina knows that Bruce is at the hospital again, since she knows he misses Alfred, but Bruce changes the subject, saying that he needs all the young billionaires there at the party to invest now for Gotham's future. He leaves it to Selina to look for the right investors, as deep in the sub-basement of the campus, Lucius is working hard as Bruce contacts him, asking if his new vehicle is ready. Lucius jokes about him being there for the party, yet somehow he's found himself working, but he reassures Bruce that it's done. But he wonders when Bruce proposed an autonomous factory that can print and assemble machine parts at a moment's notice, he really thought the first thing he'd put through the test would be a car. Bruce wonders how his new toy looks, and Lucius says that it's pretty terrifying, but it will do everything Bruce needs it to do. However, flying is more of a matter of faith. Bruce says that's fine, telling Lucius to activate the Night Climber and send it to an address to meet him. Batman gets to work, tracing a lead on assassins in Gotham City who are using a hurricane bearing down on Gotham as cover to enter the city and begin a contract kill. Heading to the Cauldron, Batman discovers the 4 contract killers and their leader, Deathstroke, whose presence worries Bruce since money alone wouldn't bring him back to Gotham. There is something else at play. Batman tells Lucius to let the Night Climber loose on them, having the new machine attack the assassins, using a special grapple hook to ensnare Slade, breaking his sword. Batman has the Night Climber pull Deathstroke out of the building, but Slade says while he's been caught, Batman won't get the other assassins. However, Batman knows he's wrong, since he deployed Shadowcasters after each of the assassins, which will project his image, making each assassin think Batman is after them, and allow him to corral them into a trap he has set. Batman confronts Slade, who thinks that the superheated nanoconducting wire was a bit overkill, but he knows Batman is all about overkill. He says that after Batman let Bane make a fool out of him, people think that Batman has gone mad, and he has a death wish now, and Slade figured that he would come and see for himself. Slade hits Batman, saying that this is just a distraction. However, Batman already knows this, demanding that Deathstroke fight him properly. At the Wayne campus, Catwoman prevents Slade's agent from uploading a virus to all of Wayne Tech's servers, saying that she had her sights on the man since the moment he walked in the building. The man's skin begins bubbling as he says not a virus, but new plans for the city, plans to replace Wayne's. The man begins expelling a green gas as a new voice comes out of his mouth, saying that this is what Catwoman called the perfect crime, beginning with 5 killers who come to town, and that's how it always begun. The man dies as the voice says that Bruce Wayne has the design for Gotham, but so do they. Batman defeats Deathstroke, trying to contact Alfred to signal the GCPD to prep 5 cells in the Black Block. Lucius contacts him, saying that Alfred isn't there, and after a moment, Bruce asks for forgiveness since it's been a long night. Lucius asks if he wants the Night Climber on the ground, but Bruce says that it needs to fly. As Lucius contacts GCPD, Bruce loads Slade into the machine, remembering how it always unsettled him thinking about the city being reshaped by his hand and doing it so that Batman isn't needed anymore, since he knew his work would never finish and the war never ends, and his designs were fiction. He would tell Alfred that they wouldn't work and they're impossible, but Alfred would always smile and say that they will work because he's Batman, and what's possible is only limited by what he believes is possible. Bruce makes the Night Climber fly, taking it into the skies as he knows he now believes that he can reshape Gotham City. Elsewhere, a group of Joker's men are all tied up and put onto a roller coaster by some other henchmen, told that the Joker doesn't want anyone talking. One of his men tracks the Night Climber and notes that it's now out of range, so the execution begins and the carnival goes up in flames along with the the henchmen. The two thugs leave and the skinny one shoots the fatter one, tying up the final loose end. Getting into his van, the remaining thug contacts Joker, saying everything is tied up, but Joker knows it's not yet as he blows up the van, killing the last Joker henchman. Batman issue 86 was an absolute return to form for the Dark Knight, as a clear, coherent, and interesting story is put forth here, with Bruce Wayne trying to rebuild Gotham in Alfred's memory. However, someone is trying to undermine that with a plan that Catwoman had come up with years prior. It feels so good to read a Batman who says more than 2 words throughout the whole issue, and one that has an actual human conversation with people. It's not just talking in pretentious quotes or poems, or not talking at all. I'll admit I enjoyed seeing a little bit of the whole Bat-God thing peeking in through the cracks in this issue as Bruce took down the assassins, since it was a pretty fun way to begin a new arc with him just kind of having a plan for all of them, all set in motion before the issue even begun. I'm excited for what James Tynion has in store for the book and what he will do to answer the questions that Tom King left over and kind of right the ship a little bit. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.